everyone, I hope you're all well. Sorry for the little delay, I'm running a little bit behind today. I hope you're all well. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Toni and I'm guest presenter over on Create and Craft, and this is my little space, my little studio where we get to be a little bit creative and have some fun. So thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely to see you all on chat again. Hi Bernadette, Paul, Amanda, Susan, Enid, Karen, Elizabeth, Anne, Valerie, Pat Pepper, Gillian and Kathy. Lovely to see you all. If you are on our YouTube channel for the first time, I'm sorry if you think I say this all the time, but we do have new viewers every single day. So if you are watching for the first time, don't forget to click that subscribe button. There is a little HD button also that gives you a better viewing experience, and you will get all of the lovely information when we are live. If you are wanting to know about new products and times when we're on TV and things like that, it's a great opportunity for you to sign up for our newsletter, and we also pop the offers in the newsletter as well. So all you need to do is go to our website, go right to the very bottom and subscribe to our newsletter too. This way you get to know about things firsthand. Anything else to tell you about? If you do like any of the products in show, all you need to do is go to our website and pop FBL into that little search engine, and it'll bring up all the products I'm using today in show, and all of the other stuff that we've been using over the last few weeks, so you don't have to hunt around for it. But I do encourage you to go and have a look at our website. We are at the moment upgrading our website, but it is a fabulous place to go. There is a fabulous gallery, all the videos are on there. There is a customer gallery where people have sent pictures in of cards they've made using our products, so you can get to see a whole plethora of inspiration. Just another one to tell you about quickly, we have our Eureka fan page on Facebook. If you are not on that page, you need to get on that page. There is the design team on there and lovely ladies who follow Stamps by Me every single day, and also pop on their fabulous makes too, so you'll be able to get lots of inspiration as well. So in today's studio, I'm going to use some of our earlier products. We're going to use the stamps that I launched last week. So lots and lots of good stuff for you to use. If you did get your products well done, you might be able to take the inspiration away with you this afternoon and play. One good thing I've got to tell you about is we have our next colour of our top folding note cards. So you will all know that we do them in the traditional black and the traditional white, which you all adore and love because great quality. Now we've got red, and we've got red because obviously Christmas, very fitting for Christmas should you wish. But again, they are top folding note cards, 5x7, really great quality in a pack, and the envelope coordinates exactly the same. These have absolutely been made to measure, colour picked to measure, things like that, and you won't find these anywhere else. So you know after red comes green for Christmas, so this month it's red. We'll be launching the green ones next month, and then we'll launch another pretty colour after that. But I do love the card blanks and envelopes to match, because there's nothing nicer than getting your card through the post in a nice, it's a very good quality envelope. So if you do like the top folding note cards and you are up for a change or want to chop up your cards a little bit, we've got some red ones on there as well, and we've done them at a really great price too, because they're just only available from us and not TV at the moment. So they're the new red top folding note cards, super cool. I'm also going to be using this lovely stamp, which is the one we launched last week. On Monday we used one of the different ones, and I'll try and get through as many as I can and try and, you know, inspire you a little bit more than you would normally if you got the products home. So this one, and I'm also going to be using this one, which is Happiness Looks Gorgeous on You. This is one of our earlier ones. A lot of you will have this one. So basically it's the one with the like berries and buds on there. It's a large 5x7 stamp, so I'm using this one, and I'm going to pop the die in for free. So if you do want to buy the stamp and you do like the card that I'm going to make today, I'm popping the stamp in the back. Sorry, this is how it will come, like so. This is a stamp, and in the back I will pop in the die for free, and it's a 5x7 die, and it creates this look. So this is just heat embossed in gold, and then I've used the coordinating die to pop it out there. So this is the one we're going to use today. I just wanted to die cut it and show you exactly what it's like. So your gouache on black is going to look incredible. So don't buy the die though. Go to FBL, buy the stamp and we will send the die automatic. Don't go and buy the stamp and the die, because we will only have to refund you and it causes problems. So just buy the stamp and the die will be popped in the back of the stamp for you. That's if you like it. And as always, you don't have to buy our products to enjoy this channel. If you want to craft along, you might have something in your stash that works. Okay, probably a lot of you have got everything I've got on my table anyway. So in today's studio, we're going to create using the red ones, the red cards. So I'm going to grab my Eureka here and we're going to do a bit of craft coloured card work today. So I have this piece of cardstock here, and first of all what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat emboss these berries. We're not going to use the die, I'm just going to use the stamp as a standalone on its own, and I'm just going to place it in the centre here. Now there are no rules, it can go either or, it's entirely up to you, so you can have them as if they're creeping down or creeping up. So I'm just going to pop them in the centre of this piece of craft coloured card here. Hold this in place with my magnet, and then we're going to heat emboss this in gold. So anti-static bag, so keep it nice, clean and tidy. And we'll use a sticky ink pad. So this is going to be the background of our card. So if you haven't got this stamp and you're thinking, right, I need to dig out my stash, what can I use as an alternative? Maybe some stencils you have in your stash would work for a background. You know, an embossing folder maybe. You know, there are alternatives. So let's just press this design onto this cardstock here. Hopefully we've got a nice print, which we have there. So I'll just grab a piece of card from here just to catch my embossing powder. So I'm going to use Claire's gold. I have the big pot because I absolutely adore the gold. So I'm just covering that design with that lovely gold embossing powder, making sure I get it covered nicely. There we go, so you can see that lovely design on there already. So we'll just set that one aside. Pop this back in its case. And what we need to do now is we just need to heat set that lovely design. So gun hot. So whilst my gun's getting hot, I'm just going to take the stamp off here. Just one thing that I do need to tell you all about, make sure that's not burning anything, is at the end of studio today we will pick a winner, and I will send this stamp and die out to a winner who has watched the show live. So we will pick a winner at random and we will send it out to one lucky viewer today. So that'll be some nice happy post. So I'm just going to put my gun on here, and as soon as the powder changes, I'm going to chase that powder . Very, very delicate background, it's beautiful. So you can see that gold design, there we go. Hope you can see that design. I can't. There we go. You can see it down, and then when you flash it up, Get that beautiful like embossed look on there. So that's the stamp as a stamp on its own. If you use the first die in the set, it will cut out the detail in here and it will stay in the page. You need, if you're wanting it to come out of the page, you have to use the outline die. You get a rectangular outline die too, which will cut it out of the page. So lots of different things that you can do with that one, but I'm just going for this beautiful like delicate background today. So let's just move my Eureka for now. So ahead of time, this stamp here, I've stamped in the Memento ink because I'm doing alcohol markers today. So we're stepping away from watercolours today. We're doing something a little bit different, which is nice. So I'm just going to talk you through how I do my colouring. There is no rules. It's down to you as a colourist. Do you like bright? Do you like plain? So, and if you haven't got our Gossip marker, alcohol watercolour pens, alcohol markers, don't worry about it. You might have some alternative from another brand, and if they work for you, that's brilliant. So what I'm going to do is I have a couple of reds and a couple of greens. So the two greens, if you are using my markers and I'm using on this design, is GY59 and G46. Okay, they're the two greens. And the two reds that I'm using today is R16 and R1. So I'm just going to use two. And this goes back to the very roots of the Gossip markers, where I told you you can get light and shade with two colours instead of the traditional 3 and 4 marker pens, because it's overwhelming when you have to pick up 3 and 4 pens. So I've already done this head and I started the green here. So let's do this like head here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick the lightest of the two reds, and I'm going to use the brush nib of it, and I'm just going to colour in all over those petals. Now I am colouring onto craft card, so you will get a different tone of red because the undertone is a different colour to your traditional white. So I encourage you to do like this swatch like I have here, and lay that colour down. Now I'm not going for light and shade with one pen. It's too difficult and it frustrates me because it takes too long and I haven't got ages to make cards. So I'm going all over with the one colour flat. And you can see this colour is the colour that's peeping through this, as if I've got a halo around here. So just lay it all flat, and the design will speak for itself as to where you need to put that second colour. So you've got lots of lines in there showing you the way that the light and shade needs to go. So I'm just going to pick up this darker one here, and I'm just going to flick from the centre out a little bit. I'll do it on all of them first. So just some flicking motion from the centre out on these petals. I'm not colouring the whole petal, just a quarter maybe way down, and I'm just flicking. Can we see that there? So we've started to get that halo there, and then on the tips where we've got this dark shading of the stamp, it's showing you there, it's going to be darker on the tip. I'm just flicking up from there too. And then what will happen is you will create a instant halo around, as if the light's popping from the top. And what this is going to do is it's going to tie in lovely with our new lovely red top folding note cards and envelopes. So can we see that there? Just a flicking motion. So you've got sort of like light bouncing on the petals there. Very, very simple. So how to find the new stamp. If you go to the search engine on our website, there's a search engine, pop FBL Foxtrot Bravo Lima in the search box, and it'll show all the products that we've used in studio. And just scroll down until you find it, and it will be there. And it's the picture of this actual design here. And I think it is called Darling You Are Fabulous, maybe. Oh, somebody, Sarah, just caught that one. Sarah's placed her order for the first time, and I think she said she'd received it, or she's excited to receive it. So welcome to the family, Sarah. It's lovely to have you here. So any problems though, just give us a shout. So we've got these two greens now. So shall we do the two greens? So the lightest of the colour, you can see here, look, the lightest of the colour we do all over as if you was colouring in school, back to the good old days. And it always dries a little bit lighter because the alcohol evaporates out of the pen. So not as light as your watercolour in mine, so do be a little bit cautious when you are laying that colour down, but it still does, like most things, dry back a little bit lighter. So I'm just laying that green there, some here, look. And then with the next colour, just going to take the green from the top in and the bottom up. So it's just going to create a natural halo in the centre. And if you're thinking of put it on and it's a little bit dark, give that alcohol ink the time to evaporate, and then if you still don't like it, go back in. But you've got to give it a chance to do its thing. 60 seconds they say, I think, something like that. So I'm going tip to centre, base to centre. So this one here, so down a little bit, and then we'll go up the little point at the end and then under here, like so. So there we have a pretty easy coloured image on there. So don't be afraid of your alcohol markers. Two colour shading is achievable, but you know, you're not going to turn into massive artists overnight. It's just you know, picking it up repeatedly and you will grow as a crafter. So in that set we also get the lovely coordinating die. So shall we take this out of the page? So I'm just going to hold this in place with some lovely low tack tape. And we'll just run this through our die cutting machine. Happiness looks gorgeous on you. Thank you, Viv. Viv's found it and it's called Happiness Looks Gorgeous on You. Hey, it's a good one, isn't it? Happy looks gorgeous on you. Happiness looks gorgeous on everyone, doesn't it? So let's run this one through. And then this is where you're going to get that really, really pretty design, and the alcohol ink, the red on there, is really going to complement your coordinating cardstocks. Now if you'd have had maybe a yellow top folded note card and envelope, then you could have painted the head of the flower yellow so it matches beautifully. I have to say, if there's things that coordinate with things, I have to have them. I'm a nightmare. I just like to see things through to the absolute very end, you know. I think they look so pretty, and look how pretty that design looks. Absolutely gorgeous, and that's on craft. So do colour onto those alternative coloured cardstocks, because you do get a different result every single time. So let's just set this aside and let's just grab our Eureka again. So what we're going to do now is we are doing a full complete card, but I don't want the envelope to go unnoticed. So I'm just going to grab the envelope here. Now you could stamp this beautiful image. So when you come to shut the envelope, it's on the flap, and on here stamp it out in black so it brings it all together. Heat embossing, it would look incredible. So first of all though, before we do that, let's just move that over a little bit. I'm going to take the very stamp and we're going to capture some of that design over the front corner so people know it's not a bill. So let's just move this up a little bit. I'm just going to do it in black. Like so. So it doesn't matter what colour, what black you stamp this out in, because we're not colouring it. However, you could colour it. You could colour it with your Himi crayon pencils because they show up really well on coloured backgrounds. Or you go ash. Just be mindful not to overload because it is an envelope at the end of the day. Capture all that lovely detail on there, and then when you write the address here and you've got a stamp here, it looks really, really pretty. So then you get this lovely design on the red envelope, but you can continue that theme through. So let's just dry this off first. Irene, I will get Carly to do something with the crayons because she's an absolute master at it and is fabulous at it. If that's okay, Irene, I will ask her to do it for you. She's in studio next Wednesday. She's coming to do a live next Wednesday. So I'll keep you all posted on that one, but absolutely I will do that for you. So let's just pop this design on here, look. So when you shut your envelope, you have the full design on the flap. This is going to be one truly amazing birthday card, or even Christmas card. If you coloured it in whites and things, it'd look like a bit of a wild winter flower, wouldn't it? You see now how we've got the design, so when you come to shut it, the design matches. I've just missed a little bit there. Let's just make sure we get that definitely on there. There we go. Is that a good one? Yep, I think we're good to go with that one. So let's set this one aside. So I'm not going to add any colour to this because the colour is going to be on the inside of the card, but you could absolutely colour with your pens and pencils on there if you wanted to create some dimension. So let's put this card together. I just need to grab my glue, won't be a second. Start to put this card together. So I have my lovely top folding note card here. I have trimmed it down slightly because the image was a little bit overwhelming. I'll just show you how much I've trimmed them down so you know what you're getting if you do buy the red ones. So this is the normal size. So I just trimmed a little bit off the bottom. Can we see that there? So this is the normal size, but I've taken a little bit off just so you know what you're buying should you want to buy them. So let's put this piece of black on first. So black is always going to help our image pop. And let's pop our lovely, delicate design behind. Give that a second to grab. I always think that as well, Jenny, when just think about if you were a postal worker and you saw these pretty cards coming through that were watercoloured on the outside, they must be thinking, oh, I'd love to know what's in here. Who's this for? You know, who deserves a card like this? So the GSM of the cards, Sue, is 250, so they're a heavy weight. They'll carry quite a bit of work on there. And the envelope is 190, so really, really thick. It's like, you know, when you spend, you know, when you buy a card in the supermarket and you get that envelope and it's nasty, but yet you buy that laser cut card for mum or dad, and it's £5 and you get the envelope and you know you've got good quality. It's one of those. Really important to me is that. Right, so we've got that lovely design on there. So we have our lovely piece of artwork here. So let's just grab some pads. So the wet glue that I'm using is Collal. You will probably know I use a plethora of glues. They're all really quite good. There isn't one I absolutely adore. I haven't found one that I absolutely love as of yet. I like mine for the precision tip for my delicate die cuts. I like this, but it smells. I like the tacky glue collal, but it's a bit difficult to get off should you get it anywhere else, so you'll find I use a lot of glues. So now we get to put our lovely pretty design, and I'm just going to pop the design just up here, slightly off, turn it around a little bit, there we go. 3D'd in the corner there, and then ahead of time I stamped Darling You Are Fabulous, just on the crafting black here. We'll just pop a pad underneath this one. But if you would have used the die to cut the detail out of here, like this one, I mean, that would have looked equally as beautiful underneath. Let's just, is it stuck now? I'm just going to show you, it's really easy. So if you were to use the die with this stamp, say for instance, because it's equally as beautiful however you use it, but you can see now how it looks with so with the die cut, without the die cut. I'm going to do it without because that was the plan, but if you do like it and want it, you've got choices now, haven't you? There we go. So let's stick that back on there, and then our lovely sentiment is going to go across the bottom here. Make sure it's straight. Then I'm just going to grab my sparkle pen. I'm just going to add a little bit of sparkle, not too much, just to the coloured artwork, because I honestly think that we don't need anything else on this card other than that little bit of sparkle. So I don't know if it's picked that sparkle up. There we go. Just picking it up there. There we go. So not too heavy on the sparkle, and you could bring this in, add the sparkle to the front of your envelope. It looks wet, but it will dry. Just to maybe the focal head of the flower. And again, great, because the envelope's red, so it looks fabulous. See if it picks out. I think it's picking it up. So then the last thing I wanted to do was, obviously we've got our lovely detail in the back. Let's pop our card inside. Because I've got the overhang, like so. And then what I wanted to do is, you know, the lovely sticker seals we've got, rather than, because I was running late, I didn't have a chance to get my seal kit out, because I love making the seals myself, but we have the sticker option, and I would probably just, I'm not going to seal it down because I need to take a picture of the card, but you can see there when you pop that lovely handmade seal on there how gorgeous that is. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed that one. A little bit of sparkle on that envelope as well has just enhanced it. So again, that person who's receiving it is going to think they've got something extra special. But just put that in shot there for you, Nathan, before I get in trouble. And there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. Don't forget colouring onto your lovely different coloured cardstocks, and using those different coloured top folding note cards, whether they be from us or maybe, I say create your own. The reason why we've done them is because it takes an A3 piece of cardstock. You can't do it out of an A4, but you know, you can buy them or you can make your own. But I do encourage you to try the coloured envelopes and the coloured cardstock, because it really does step away from your traditional white and black, and it does make it look like you've made a little bit more of an effort. So I'll just stand this one up for you. So that's the front of the envelope, and then the lovely reverse of the envelope, and we will pop the seal on there too. So really, really pretty, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that one. Nothing super fancy today, just a very, very simplistic, clean card, but with a bit of a wow factor. So I hope it's encouraged you to get your products out and have a play, whether it be with mine or somebody else's. Tomorrow, Claire is with you at 1 o'clock. I have to think about things these days. I'm with you on Friday at 3 o'clock, and then next week we have myself, we have Claire, and we have Carly, all in the same week, various times, various days, and hopefully you'll get something from one of us. So the lucky winner of that fabulous stamp and die that I've used in studio today, so I hope you haven't already gone and bought it, is Carol Clark. Well done, Carol. If you if you message me on Facebook with your address, sweetheart, I'll clean it up and I'll get it sent out to you in the post. Well done. So have a lovely afternoon stroke evening, and I will catch you all on Friday. Don't forget Claire's with you tomorrow though at 1 o'clock. See you there. Take care everyone. Bye.